I'm sitting down with Steve Hanson, president of the American Academy of Physician Assistants. Steve, we're here in Scottsdale. I wanted to sit down with you and talk a little bit about new media. I know SDPA, as you're well aware of, as we're sitting in our new media suite here at the conference, is very involved in that. And certainly AAPA has really took on that initiative under the new leadership of the communications department with Howard Glasroth. What do you think the importance of that is to PAs? Certainly we see the value, and I imagine AAPA sees the value as well.
Yeah, they really value it. Lynn Morton was hired specifically for her social media expertise. In fact, she's been touted in a recent management magazine on her skills in integrating social media, such as Twitter, Facebook, and other things. It was kind of an interesting transition for the board of directors. I have always been very, very technologically oriented and savvy and embraced it right away. We were doing at the conference, we had little flash video cameras. They were recording our interviews and posting them to the web. At the annual conference, we also did a live streaming town hall meeting that we streamed live to the web on Ustream TV, which was incredible. You and I are always tweeting back and forth and using Facebook. I use them pretty much every day. And I think they're really important. I think a lot of people, the thing about Twitter that was hard for me was realizing that Twitter was really kind of an ongoing conversation. You know, sometimes people will post, well, you know, I'm going to get a latte or something like that. But
Sure.
What I find that, like you and I, the way that we use Twitter is we do some of that stuff too, but we also, on advocacy, we're able to tweet URLs out there right away, and we have people following us that are reading our posts. Facebook is the same way. I think Facebook is a great tool. We can have groups. SDPA has a group. Student Academy has a group. AAPA has a group. We have a conference group. And I think that's just the way that people communicate in this day and age.
You really have to reach them where they are, and it seems like certainly the students are really keen on this, and certainly the older PAs are embracing that technology as well. But it seems
Amazingly.
like students is a key component because they've grown up in that generation much more so than the 40, 50-year-olds that are just learning about that. And it just seems that reaching them where that PA is learning, where they're learning is a key portion.
It's an interesting statistic that just surprised me. 45% of our profession right now practicing graduated in the last 5 to 6 years. And so just think about the age group. When I came into PA training, I had been a paramedic. I had a significant amount of experience. I was a second career. We went to a seminar as a board one time, and we had a specialist. He said, let me tell you a story about my 15-year-old. He's sitting at his computer. He's got a VChat up, so he's chatting with a friend. He's working on his term paper. He's texting 2 other people. He's surfing the net, and he's doing it all simultaneously. And he said, these are the people that if they don't get the information that they want at your website in 1 or 2 clicks, you've lost them. And if they can't do it at 2 a.m. in the morning, you've doubly lost them. So we have to change the boundaries of how we distribute information. And all of the social media tools allow people to penetrate into the communication streams much farther than they normally could with just emails and television and the ways that we traditionally communicated.
Yeah, I mean, you look at, we're holding all of our iPhones and Palms, and you turn these things on and you're instantly in a world of seeing what AAPA or what SDPA is.
Well, I wonder what Robert's doing on Facebook right now.
The way that we can stream media to these people is quite impressive, and the way that we can rally support. If there's a particular legislative issue and a laser legislation, let's say in California or New Mexico, that we need to address, we could get that information out today without printing, without doing it, and by and large, you'll end up with 10 or 15 people responding and say, this is what we need you to do. We need help for a testimony. We need some letters written. We need some thoughts on local feet on the ground. A great way to communicate instantly
and don't you find that when you do it in multiple ways, you reach more people?
Sure.
The traditional email, or people, you leave a message on their phone, they may not get it on their cell phone. You just dramatically improve your effectiveness as an organization, whether it's a specialty organization like SDPA or the AAPA, when you use every tool at your disposal and use the tools that the younger members of our profession use in their daily lives.
Sure. And the beauty of it is it's very cost effective. I mean, you're not
free.
Like free. You know, other than a technology person to manage the accounts, you're really the sky's the limit. The information is not being printed. It's not having to be you know, vetted in 50 different layers. You're just able to get it happening and get it out there right away.
And having people like Lynn, who tremendously understand the impact and the use of these things, has really been helpful. I love her Follow Fridays, because what I do every time, she's given me a list of everybody she has, for example, on Twitter. But every Follow Friday, I start following every PA that she sends me, and then in turn they start following you. And I think it's almost viral, the way that that works, is that the broader the net gets, the more effective we are when we tweet things of importance like advocacy or things that are going on that affect our members.
Yeah, it really is kind of a neat community because there's something to take home from each and every person. I would imagine the AAPA is going to continue their efforts and redouble their efforts. I know you're venturing into some more video streaming and YouTube accounts. The live stream was fantastic. I hope that continues certainly at the conference.
Well, the impact, you know, I don't know if you were in the audience there. You know, we had maybe about 100 people or so there. It wasn't a full venue. But I don't have the exact statistics on how many people viewed the stream. It was impressive. It was truly impressive.
Well, I wasn't there, but I was on the stream, which was great. And whether it's a YouTube conference or concert in Los Angeles being streamed, or an AAPA conference or a town hall, what a great, easy way to archive it and to communicate to the members. Because it did seem that certainly I interjected some questions, and there was lots of questions that came from
and
the
we
online
actually,
community.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because we were taking questions from Twitter, which was amazing. So people who were watching the stream in New York could comment on an event that was going on in San Diego on behalf of their profession. It was fun.
Well, I can't wait to see what the years ahead kind of show for both of our societies. I know AAPA can be found at Twitter at AAPA, and SDPA can be found at Twitter at DurhamPA.
Yes.
I know both of us have Facebook pages. Just search the respective
mine is
names.
S.H. Hanson.
Well, wonderful. And AAPA and SDPA also have their fan pages and are able. So we encourage anybody certainly that's watching would be of interest in new media, and get connected and branch out and join the revolution.
Outstanding.
Hey, Steve, thanks for sitting down with us.
I appreciate it. Thanks,
no
Robert.
problem.
Great time.